the Bahamas tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, I'm Sabrina Brown. Thank you for joining us. Topping the news tonight, as the legislative framework in the country continues to evolve, the impact these historic laws will have on the medical profession was the topic of discussion today as the Grand Bahama Medical and Dental Association opened its annual parley at the Pelican Bay Resort. Joan Davis-Roll reports.
Medical doctor and former Minister of Health, Dr. Marcus Bethel, from the onset issued this alert.
It'll be a whirlwind tour, so buckle your seatbelts.
This advisory coming for persons attending the opening of the Grand Bahama Medical and Dental Association Conference. In his keynote address, the veteran medical practitioner tackled a gamut of issues, from the most advanced developments in medical tourism and stem cell research.
The regulations have recently been approved and tabled in the House of Assembly, so they're now law. And all stem cell research and therapy are now subject to the regulations that are now in place. You may have heard of Okeanos Institute, which is established in Freeport, and I highlight that because Okeanos Institute is doing some research, therapeutic research, into injecting autologous stem cells, that means stem cells derived from the patients themselves, into patients, selected patients with heart disease, to see if it will help regenerate the muscle tissue in those patients.
To the newly regulated value-added tax and VAT's pending impact come January 1st, 2015 on the medical profession.
This will impact healthcare practice anywhere in the Bahamas, including Freeport. Now, value-added tax is a tax imposed on goods and services in our economy. 7.5% charge. There is a threshold, critical element. A business or entity, and that could be a doctor's practice, with a revenues greater than $100,000 must register, are required to register as a VAT registrant.
Then the former health minister also took a critical look at the impact of the government's national health insurance set to come on stream in 2016.
Health insurance coverage for all Bahamians and eligible residents to ensure affordable quality care. It's to be funded by mandatory employer wage contribution and government subsidy for indigent children and elderly. The National Health Insurance Commission will contract with hospitals, clinics, and physicians for all fees and services offered under the plan.
Joan Davis-Roll, ZNS Network News.
The Northern Branch of the Bahamas Society of Engineers meeting on Grand Bahama in a two-day conclave. This morning, the Minister for Grand Bahama addressed the group. He highlighted the shortage of professional engineers in the country and said more must be done to attract more young people to the profession. Megan Shepard has that story.
Grand Bahama, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, an engineer by profession, addressing the first session of the conference. Minister Darville commending the Bahamas Society of Engineers for their dedication to promoting science, technology, and engineering amongst the youth.
And we must invest in them to ensure that engineering is on a path, on the right path through the island of Grand Bahama, so that the job opportunities that is about to follow with the expansion of our industrial sector puts young people back on the forefront to capitalize on these high-paying jobs.
Minister Darville also noting that a recent survey revealed that there is a shortage of professional engineers in the Bahamas, especially throughout the Family Islands.
This shortage of professional engineers has forced the government and our private sector partners to recruit civil, environmental, mechanical, chemical, and electrical engineers from out of the country to meet the demands of the Ministry of Public Works. Therefore, going forward as a country, it is paramount that the Ministry of Education, Science, and Technology, our private sector partners, come together with professional bodies to promote engineering opportunities through scholarship programs for our brighter high school students upon graduation.
Minister Darville is calling for promotions to be done in order to attract young people to the profession. He says the role of engineers for modern civilization is crucial, and every aspect of our lives revolves around some engineering applications. He adds that Grand Bahama is poised for industrial expansion and will provide employment for Bahamian engineers through various developments.
In fact, Rapid progress in the development of any country takes place through the application of engineering to different sectors of the society, including roadworks, building user-friendly infrastructure. Considering the existing local and future global challenges, we must resolve to contribute to the development of a more sustainable, stable, and productive country where local engineers lead the way in modernization, technological and industrial expansion, particularly on the island of Grand Bahama, which is classified as the industrial capital of the Bahamas.
The annual meeting and workshop will close out tomorrow. Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Grand Bahama also hosting another group of professionals who are here for an important conference. Representatives from 8 countries in the region have converged at the Grand Lucayan Resort for a meeting of the Caribbean Biodiversity Fund. The Regional Endowment Fund seeks to provide a sustainable flow of funds to support activities like national protected areas and other areas of environmental significance. CEO Yabanex Batista says because regional economies are based primarily on tourism, protection of the environment is even more essential.
All these countries have come together also under the Caribbean Challenge Initiative, most of these countries, to challenge themselves to conserve 20% of the marine and coastal resources in their countries. The CBF is going to be a financial mechanism, what we call a financial mechanism, that will assist the countries in achieving that goal. To achieve that goal, a lot of resources are needed, and we are a financing institution that will help the countries achieve that. Bahamas has been one of the lead countries both in engaging with the CBF and also under the Caribbean Challenge Initiative, and for us it's really a pleasure to see the commitment that the government of the Bahamas has put forward in terms of achieving this target.
Director of Marine Resources Michael Brannan is one of the delegates representing the Bahamas at the regional conference.
Operation of protected areas does require financial resources, and it's an ongoing kind of expense. Otherwise, the areas will not yield the benefits of biodiversity protection that they're supposed to. And so, by participating in this fund, the Bahamas has access to an ongoing stream of funds that can be used for this very special purpose. And the preservation of biodiversity and the environment in the Bahamas should be paramount on everybody's mind.
A young Freeport man was sentenced to 50 years in jail today. Justice Hartman Longley handed down the sentence to Javaro Davis of Hudson Estate. Davis was convicted in August for causing the death of Ramardo Roll. The fatal shooting took place at Club Legends on Queens Highway in March of this year. Davis's attorney, Carlson Sherland, plans to appeal the 50-year prison term. Stay with us. There's more news after this.